So a question that pops up from time to time when people see me working on projects and using the Kreg Rip-cut and the Accu-cut is, first of all, what is the difference between the two? And then also, do I really need both? And so what I wanted to do was today, even though these tools are actually kind of older tools, I wanted to kind of talk about that because it is a question that I still see kind of popping up. And so I wanted to kind of address both of those and kind of tell you the differences and the similarities and see if you actually even need these or not. So first up, in starting all of that, we'll just talk really quickly about the similarities. It's fairly simple. Basically, they're both primarily, the thought behind them is that they're just used for breaking down sheet goods. Now, other than that, you could use them for other things, I suppose, but that's really all that I use them for. And I really think that that's kind of was the main idea and the thought behind it. The other thing is, though, is that they both use a normal circular saw, and they attach by this little bracket. I'm going to unscrew this here just a little bit. It just simply attaches with a couple of screws, and they just really just kind of tighten down on the base of your circular saw. And this is really all that this bracket is. There's not a lot to it. It's fairly simple. It's that Kreg blue plastic that we all kind of know. And so take that with what you will. Some people hate that. Some people don't care. I personally don't care. But that's pretty much the whole gist of this thing. And so you take this guy and you have to do a little bit of setup, and the instructions will tell you how to set it up. But essentially you just slide it onto your circular saw, and then you just take your screwdriver, and then you're just going to tighten this down, and both of those screws are going to just kind of tighten down on the plate of your circular saw, and then it stays attached to it. And the beauty of it is that both of these tools work with the same plate adapter here that mounts on your circular saw. Now, other than that, that's pretty much where the similarities end. The Rip-cut is kind of this piece here, and it just kind of looks like an L. And the idea behind it is it's designed that it mounts into your circular saw, into that track, and it mounts this direction. And so what happens is you're going to slide this thing in place, and it's going to attach like this. And then it has a ruler and a scale all the way across here, and you're going to use that ruler and the scale to determine exactly where we want to be from the end of a piece when we're going to rip something. And this is designed, because of the name Rip-cut, it is really designed, in my opinion, more to just simply do repeatability and to rip pieces of material. So this is really good. Say you need to cut a bunch of 10-inch strips of plywood. This is great for that. You put this on, you slide this over, you put it on 10, you lock this guy down, and then once you do that, you run this, and this blue piece over here, it just simply bumps up against the edge of the material, and then you're just going to rip this thing, and then you're just going to continually do the same thing. And every time you're just going to scoot over a little more, you're going to rip your next piece, scoot over again, rip the next piece. It works great for that. Now the Accu-cut, however, it's a little bit different, and it is really, if you just want to think of it this way, it's basically a poor man's track saw is what it is. It is basically just simply a track, and then this saw is going to land in this track, and then as I'm gonna have to get it in line here. When you get it lined up, it will kind of just runs in this track. Now, some people love or hate this thing because there is some complaints about some slop in the track, and they're not lying. There is a little bit of slop in there. It's not perfect. I mean, I'm moving it right now, and it's probably a little bit difficult to tell, but I mean, it does have a little bit of play. For me personally, that's not really that big of a deal because I'm not building cabinets in McMansions or anything. So for what I do and what I've done for the last 10 years, it's fine. So a downside, I think, to the Accu-cut is that we're kind of limited to just how perfect and lined up that we get with everything. If I take a piece of plywood and I pull a tape measure off the edge and I say I come over 10 inches and I make a mark, and I go over the other end and I come over 10 inches and I make a mark, and then I lay this down and I put it on my mark, I am limited by how perfect I can line this up exactly on that mark. Whereas with the Rip-cut, say I'm doing strips like that and I need to do multiple strips, I'm not limited by that. As long as this is bumped up against the piece, it's gonna make a 10-inch strip. Now, in my opinion, that's why I use these for two totally different things. I don't rip a lot of strips with the Accu-cut. What I use it for is when I lay a 4x8 sheet of plywood on here, I just use it to break it down into something more usable. I've got a full-size Grizzly table saw that has a 34-inch capacity, but I don't want to have to wrestle that big 8-foot sheet on to my table saw, so I use this to break this thing down into something that's a little more safer to use. Now, if I'm needing to rip some stuff into longer lengths, and it's off of an 8-foot sheet of plywood, that's when I'm going to break out the Rip-cut. I'm going to use this to get that kind of broke down into some longer lengths. Now, because of the fact that I have a full-size table saw, I don't completely trust this. So typically a lot of times I will shoot this like a quarter over and then I will run it on the table saw. But that's just because I know for a fact that my table saw is accurate. But honestly, it's probably fine. Like most of the time when I check them, they're always pretty dang good. So I would just say that that's just me being a little bit picky. So the question now is, do you actually need these tools? I would say this, even if you have a full-size table saw, I would say you for sure need the Accu-cut if you don't have a track saw. And I'm gonna guess because you're watching this video, you don't have a track saw because you're trying to figure out a way, do I need to spend $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 on a track saw? Or can I use something like this to kind of break down sheet goods into something more manageable? Because this is 89 bucks usually on Amazon. So I would say, yes, for sure you want to get the Accu-cut in my opinion. I use it on every project that I'm doing sheet goods. I mean, literally every project I use this thing. The Rip-cut, however, I think that you have the potential to not really need that if you have a full-size table saw, because I think that a guy could kind of get away with not having that. It's 45 bucks. It's not that expensive in my opinion. I don't use it as much as I use the Accu-cut. So I think that, again, you get away with it. I still have it and I still use it. But if you didn't want to spend the money, I don't think you gotta have that one if you're not looking for repeatability, or if you've already got a table saw where you can set that table saw up on 10 inches and just go to ripping. Now, let's say you don't have a full-size table saw. I think you need both of these because I think that even on just ripping stuff, you know, those smaller table saws, they don't have a huge capacity, and even just a slightly larger sheet of plywood is going to be a little bit unwieldy on those smaller table saws. I would totally consider getting both of these because between the two prices, I mean, you're looking at, I don't know, 125 bucks or so for both of them. That is a killer deal in my opinion. So I will leave a link to both of those tools in the description below. Remember, if you choose to purchase from those links, it doesn't cost anything different. It just helps our channel out, so we greatly appreciate that. Also, if there's a question that you've got, something that maybe I didn't answer, be sure and leave those down below. I will answer and help you out in any way that I can.